Hi everyone, Etta here. I am doing a different kind of video. I am participating in a tag video. As per the title of the video, it's called Why Wax? And that is a great question. I was tagged by Natalie, who had been tagged by Charity, who had been tagged by the original person who created this tag video, which is Michelle from Memories and Melts. First, let me say that I think this tag video is an awesome one. Michelle had a great thought with this one. I really think I'm going to enjoy it. I think everyone will who participates. It really makes you think about what put you on this journey for wax. And there are probably many of you who, if you're just following the tag, I'm sure there are a ton of people who have never even seen one of my videos. So thank you very much for stopping by to watch this. I hope that you'll want to come back. But one of the things I really wanted to say first and foremost, besides thank you to Michelle for creating this, is the surplus of great thing that this is providing for me and maybe for many others is I had never seen Michelle before, at least not one of her videos, and I'm very grateful that this came up for that reason, because there are so many people. I don't know about you, but YouTube generally will show me the people that I've watched before, and I don't necessarily see a lot of new videos. So, and believe me, we put out a lot of videos, so as busy as I am, I don't always get to even watch a lot of the ones that do come up, or I'm so far behind on them that, they've been out for 3 weeks before I even see them. But this is going to give me a great chance to see some other people that I've never watched before. So again, for that reason, thank you, Michelle, for doing this tag video. And thank you, Natalie, for tagging me in yours. So, why wax? It's really a great question. I think even Michelle, touched on the idea of, we probably all enjoy it, and it's kind of a hobby. And yes, but there are so many hobbies out there. And, what made you choose wax as maybe your hobby, your passion, what you enjoy? And, I think I've mentioned in another video that my husband, is actually the one who got me started on this journey. He's the one who put me on the path of wax. So he can't complain when I buy a lot. He started me on this. But he had gone to a golf tournament, and at the golf tournament, they, had things that you could bid on or buy. And he bid on a basket that had warmers and wax. It had been put together by a Scentsy consultant, and it had, I think all the wax was Scentsy wax. It had one Scentsy warmer, I believe it was the Etch Core. It had a Walmart warmer, and it had a Walmart diffuser. He wound up winning the basket, obviously, if I'm telling you about it. And he brought it home to me as a gift. I loved it. I mean, who wouldn't love to get a gift from their husband? And I thought, okay, because before that, I had done some candles, like Bath and Body Works candles. But for me, candles were hit and miss. I didn't want to do them all over the house. I didn't like the idea of an open flame in areas of the house where I'm maybe not even going to be in, and, I can't keep an eye on. So if I did a candle, I would do it like in the sunroom kind of thing. And it would be, back then I was working at the office, so it would only be in the evenings. And for me, candles, like I said, are hit and miss. Sometimes I get great performance and I could smell them really well. And other ones, I felt like, what's the point of lighting this thing? I don't smell anything, right? All I would smell is that kind of the burning flame scent. And I thought, oh, might as well put that out, and I didn't enjoy that. So I actually kind of just stopped. If I wasn't going to get great performance from it and I wasn't doing it on a consistent basis, I thought, I'm not even going to bother. And he won that basket. It was 2018. And it actually got me started more so on Walmart wax. I started buying Walmart wax for, before really delving into Scentsy. I thought, well, why wouldn't I just buy the $2 wax at Walmart? And I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the scent. I thought it was great. I enjoyed being able to, I didn't have a ton of warmers, right? I had the two that came in the kit, and I think I bought one other one at Walmart. So at the time I was doing like 3 warmers, and I enjoyed that. I had fun with it. But what I did notice, and I've mentioned before, for me, I've always had a hard time cleaning out warmers after Walmart wax, because I've never been the hot dump. I can't do that. I feel like I'm gonna make a mess and get wax everywhere, and so I would always just let it harden, and then I'd try to get it out. And oh my gosh, it got to be I didn't realize about maybe taking the dish and cleaning it with alcohol or something. So the more residue would build on the dish, the harder it got to get it out. So that became aggravating. So I want to say, if you went to a golf tournament, it was probably early 18, and I kind of just stopped for a couple of months. And then like later in 18, I decided, well, let me try the Scentsy one. I kind of cleaned the dish out better and stuff. And that's when I realized, okay, this is much easier. The maintenance is so much better. I started buying a little Scentsy since I enjoyed the maintenance part of it more. I started delving into it a little bit more, really just buying wax, not much of anything else. And it wasn't until late 2018 that I really started picking up on how much I bought. And I joined in May of 19. So by that point I was making bigger purchases. And then I joined, and that's when it really took off for me. And I think besides the fact that my husband gave me that, I've said before, I'm an introvert. And not only am I an introvert, I'm a homebody. I enjoy being at home. I thrive being at home. Obviously, there are times I want to get out. I don't want to just be in these 4 walls, as you say. I want to get out and interact with people a little bit. And, then that introvert part of me is like, okay, time to get back home and get some quiet again. But like I said, back then I was going to the office every day, so I would have my interaction there. And at that point, when I started, my children were all in their teenage years, and they're boys. I don't have any girls, so they're boys. They want to do boy things, and they want to go hang out with their friends, which, is understandable. I would expect them to want to do that. And my husband is an active person. He likes to do things. He loves boating, and, I don't mind a little boating, but it's not something I want to do all the time. I'd rather be at home. And, so much so that now he has 2 motorcycles, but one is like more play, and the other one is like he goes on 2 trips a year with friends from work that all have motorcycles, and they'll take a super long drive to someplace. They'll stay a couple of days, see sights, just riding their motorcycles, and then he'll come home. And he knows that that's not something that I want to do. I'll get on his motorcycle and we'll take a little 15, 20, 30 minute drive kind of thing, but I'm not one to sit on the back of the motorcycle for 8 hours. That's just not me, and he knows it. So he has things that he likes to do, and he knows that I enjoy being at home. So for me, wax became my outlet, my creativity, because that's the other thing, as I'm not creative. I have tried little art things, or making I remember trying to make like a wreath for a door, and oh my goodness, was that horrible. It was so bad. And I remember watching a video, and the person's like, you don't even have to, there's no rhyme or reason, you just put things here and there, and their wreath looked beautiful. And when I finished, I was like, yeah, that's not going on the door. I have no artistic ability at all. So the only place I felt like I could do that was with wax. I could make the house smell good. It would be a very small way of interacting with my children. Every now and then they would comment about how good a scent was. And, and with teenage boys, that's like a novel from them sometimes. I mean, I joke with my husband that I could come home with a haircut and not a word. Not even like, I don't like your haircut, right? It was more like they just didn't notice. And with no other girls in the house, only guys, there's a lot of that. And sometimes you want to hear something nice from your family, and I don't blame them that they don't. It's just that's their personality, and so there wasn't that interaction. So wax kind of became that interaction, because again, like I said, they were in their teenage years, and they had reached the point of mom and dad don't know anything. Mom and dad, we don't talk to them, because who wants to talk to their parents? We just want to hang out with our friends. Mom and dad don't know anything. So wax became a bridge to my children sometimes. It's just a way to start a conversation. And it was a way for me to enjoy my house a little bit more. Again, I like to be here. And so scenting the house with different scents, putting a different scent in different areas of the house, and then blending. I've said so many times that I like to mix scents, and that is my creative outlet. That's where I found a lot of joy. For some people, hobbies can be something that take the place of something else, whether it be loneliness or an addiction. Maybe, like let's say you gave up smoking, you gave up drinking, you gave up whatever, and you trying to find something else. And wax can do that too. It can be addicting too, but it's a safer one, I guess. At least that's what I tell myself. But it's a creative outlet for me. It became like a friend. Obviously the wax can't talk to me, but it speaks to me in a different way. It speaks to me through the scent of I'm strong, I'm not strong. I've got a note you like, I got a note you don't like. This blend works really well. This blend is horrible. It just speaks to me in a different kind of way. And for someone who is an introvert and enjoys being at home, it can be a conversation starter, especially for an introvert who has a hard time starting conversations with people. It could be a conversation starter. It can be just like a friend that keeps you company. And it was the wax itself and the journey into Scentsy that got me started on making videos. That was probably one of the hardest things I've ever done as an introvert. Getting in front of a camera and talking into the camera is very, very difficult. It gets easier, but it is difficult. It's hard to put yourself out there. But after, gosh, I know it's been at least 2 years, because I did that update on my wax stash. That's 2 years. So it's probably, I don't know, I'm probably somewhere between 2.5 and 3 years now. It's not like super easy, but every time I get in front of the camera, I think about the people who comment. I think about you, and I feel like I'm looking at you and not a camera lens. I feel like I'm talking to you, and we're just friends who hang out and we talk about wax and we share that. And and I know many of you have told me that you're also an introvert. You can just imagine how wonderful that is, to be able to feel like you're hanging out with a bunch of friends and you're having a conversation, but you don't feel depleted. You don't feel like at the end of the conversation, you don't feel like I need to go sit by myself and, recharge. I don't get that feeling because I'm technically looking at a camera, but I feel like I'm looking at you and I'm talking to you. It's absolutely wonderful. So why wax? Why not? It has been a wonderful, wonderful journey so far, and I hope to continue on it. And I'm so grateful for this tag because, like I said, it's going to give me the opportunity to find so many new people that I've never watched before and subscribe to, and just, be part of the community, help anybody in the community. I think it's great. And so now I'm going to go ahead and pick the 3 people who I'm going to tag. I hope that in the interim between me doing this and the time that it goes up, that, I don't know, 5 other people could have tagged you also. I'm not sure. But I'm going to go ahead and tag Lisa with 2 E's. And I'm going to tag Brandy from, is it Bars and Bricks with Brandy? I think that's the name of the channel. I always get channel names so confused because I know your video when I see it, so I just click on it. I don't always pay attention to the name because I watch it on TV, so I'm just looking at the thumbnails and I know it's you. And my third's going to be Anna Nation. I love all 3 of you. I think you're wonderful, wonderful people. I look forward to hearing what your reasons are for what put you on wax, the why wax. And thank you again, Natalie, for tagging me. I truly appreciate it. I'm going to go try to check out all the other videos. I've now seen Michelle's, I saw Charity, I saw Natalie, of course, and I know that I think I saw Martha's too. So I know there's a lot more out there because each person's tagging 3 people. So I'm going to try sometime in this coming week to see as many as I can and to subscribe to each person that puts one out there that I've never subscribed to. Everybody have fun, and until next time, enjoy your scents, enjoy your day, and definitely enjoy that journey. Talk to you later. Bye.